Okay, so I looked at the video and I'm now opening up Microsoft Visual Studio to take a look at the drag project. Alright, the first thing I want to change is the number of things I can put in each box. I want to have at least 7 items available on each one. Since I'm going to do continents, the number of boxes available should be the same. Since I'll be going with the American 7 continents model that you would find in most textbooks for the US. Then I will save my work and take a look at it. Okay, there it is. Moving back to the editor. I need to find the line that says you can only have 3 items. Alright, and change that to 7. And while I'm here, I'll go ahead and change learning theory to continent. Okay. And change the names of the boxes. Go back and change that. And I'll need more boxes. So copy and paste. And then go back and change the names, of course. I like to space things out a little bit when I'm working. Australia. Europe. North America. And add one more box for South America. Of course, if we're going to add another box, there's an 8th continent, but if I were going to add another box, I would have to go back and put a comma and another number under that list of numbers we were looking at earlier. Alright, save the work, and let's have a look at it again. Hit refresh. And there we go. We have our 7 continents. However, we still have the concepts and names from the earlier project along with the title. So I'll have to go back in and change those things. Okay, let's start with changing concepts names to nations. And we'll put in, for the first one, scientific research only for Antarctica. Since you can't have nations or military bases in Antarctica by international treaty. And the Antarctica box is box 2, so that's already correct. Now, box 3 would be Asia, but I'm going to put in United States here, so I'm going to scroll down and see what box number US is. And we need to change those as we're going through here. Get rid of that search box up there. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and South America is 7. Of course, some schools in some countries would combine the Americas into one continent, Eurasia would be another, or Afro-Eurasia. But like I said before, we're sticking with the standard 7-continent American model. Just know that's not the only one.
I don't know that.
Well, I didn't really ask you, did I? Alright, North America. Sorry, that was my echo talking back to me. And change it to, not North America, silly. Change it to United States. And box 6. Alright, next one, let's do something from Asia. That will be box 3. And we'll put in China. Alright, box 1 is Africa. Let's put in Kenya. And box 2, Antarctica. Don't really think I want to put on that again, so let's change that to box 7. And we'll put in Brazil. Alright, box 4 is Australia, which of course is a nation and a continent. That should be an easy one. Okay. And then Europe, box 5, France. I want a word wrap so I can see the rest of this without scrolling over. Alright, next. We'll do another one for Europe. Box 5, Spain. Box 7, which is South America. We'll put in Argentina. Alright, save. And check. And let's try playing the quiz here. Okay, the right answer is check out. Let's try it again and get the answers wrong and see what happens then. Okay, well, it should be correct. I just forgot to put it in the wrong box. Still seems to be checking out. Alright. So, it tests correctly. Do need to change the word concepts here. And learning theories at the top. So, let's go back to the code. Nations, and we will change this to continents and nations. Save and reload. I don't really like the way this is centered above nothing, mostly over here. So I think I'm going to make it left. Looks better to me. So I went back and looked at some more of the tutorial. And I want to add some nations to what I'm doing. So back to drag.html. And we'll find the nations list here. Okay. I want to make these each their own line just to make it easy for me to see what I'm doing. Okay, put a little space in here. Now, I'm going to go back and change the nodes and put them in some kind of order. Alright, save and test. And let me get one wrong here. Alright. Another one wrong. Another one wrong. Alright, it seems to work. Now to expand the number of nations I have. And I went and renumbered these just to make it make some sense to me. I need to move this out. Alright. Copy. And paste. Okay, and change these. change each of these. So make this Mexico. And of course that will be in box 6, North America. And we'll make this one Canada, and just that we don't change the box. Alright, we got China there. I think I'll just change that one to Mongolia. And we have Kenya, which is in Africa. We'll make that one Nigeria. And we have Brazil here, Chile. And, well, there's nothing else in Australia but Australia. So, I think I'll change that one to Germany. And we'll put it in the box 5 for Europe. Alright, Italy. And we'll change this one up to box 1 and put it down for Egypt. And then box 3 for Asia, and we'll put India. Okay. Save it and test it. And there we go. Now testing out each one. All right, looks good. So I downloaded the Composer web editor. After watching some of the tutorial, I liked what I saw with Composer, and it is freeware. So I went to SourceForge and downloaded Composer. And here it is. Just to avoid any confusion with my programs, I'm going to close out Visual Studio and continue working in Composer. Alright. So I'm going to open my file in Composer. Okay. So, font families. Footer form. Just kind of looking through these. Style 1. Let's change the background color on this. I'm going to go with more autumn colors, warm colors. Let's take a look and see what red would look like with this. Okay. I've already looked in the color picker for W3. I think I'll go with this one. Okay. I think I'll change it to Helvetica. Staying within this color family, I'm going to move a little bit lighter for this other section. Oops. I want to change that to red. Make it green. Alright. Okay, let's find a warmer color for this green blue that they have back here. Maybe a nice gold. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to find where that green is. Drag drop container. No, that's a little too much. Let's go with 80% for that. Alright, let's try it out in Chrome and see how it looks. I'm going to get one wrong and test that. Okay. Alright. I like the warmer fall colors. Overall, I'm happy with the look. Take another look at it in Composer. Okay. In this section, I'm going to edit the metadata. That's up in the header. It helps search engines like Google to find your page and helps users to find your work. So I'm going to add the title here and edit that to drag and drop continents and nations quiz. That's the title that would show up in a search. Scroll through the code, kind of look through that another time. This is the W3 Schools page for meta tags. I'm going to look through this and decide which tags I want to use. I think I'll put in keywords to help users find my content. So I'll go back up to the header. Put in keywords equal open quote. Notice how all the text turns orange. I've got an open quote there that hasn't been closed. That's useful. There, I close my quote, and my colors are back to normal. I'll add myself as author. Even though I didn't write the code, I did write the quiz. And I'll, in the footer, give credit to where the quiz came from. Now to edit the footer. Here's W3 Schools page for footer tags. The footer goes after the body. You'll notice that very conveniently the footer and then slash footer is added automatically in Visual Code Studio. So I won't forget to end it with slash footer. And then just a couple of P's for paragraphs here. Putting my name on it. And then giving credit to the source for the code. I like the way that in Visual Studio, when you're editing CSS, you can just click on the color and change it. It's got the selector built right in. And get rid of all the funky grain left over from the original. I'll brighten that up a little bit. Alright, let's save it and check it out. Well, that was unexpected. Let's see what we did. Let's try making 1,000 pics. Yeah, that's not looking too great, is it? Okay. Let's move it back to about what it was. Okay. That might not have been what I was looking for. Alright, let's try this one. Let's move it to 1,000. And save. There we go. Now let's make it 100%. And see how that looks. Alright, so I'm going to main container. I'm going to change the width to try to get the boxes to show up the way I want them to. Main container. Let's try 700. check it. Okay. A little better. And trying again. Go for 1200. Go for 1400. All right, got all my boxes in a row now. Now take a look over here. We do have a few more boxes down here, or more space. We could put more nations in, so I think I'll do that. I know I could just reduce the size, but why not go ahead and add a few more nations to the list? At some point I might want to expand this greatly and put a lot more nations in, like all the ones I cover specifically in class. So I may want to leave room to adjust this up. But for right now, I think I'll just add a few more. It looks like I could put at least 6 more in the current box. So I think I'll do that. In case you don't know, I teach geography, so I'm thinking in terms of what I might actually want to put on my website for my students. All right, so go over here to drag, and let's take 6 of them. And change the nodes. All right. So here we have one that's already set up for Asia. I've got China and India and Mongolia. I think I'll put it in Thailand. And this is one for Africa. I think I'll add Sudan. And for Europe, Portugal. Also for Europe, Greece. For South America, Bolivia. And another one for Africa. I think I'll go with Tanzania. Alright, save that. Check the information over one last time. Alright, and let's see how it looks. Alright, and we'll start checking it. Make sure all the new ones are set up correctly. And I didn't go over 7 on any of them. I don't think I did. But I wasn't really counting, so maybe I did. Alright, looks like everything checks out. Okay, so I'm getting ready to upload to my website. I set up FTP account on my instreaster.net Bluehost site I'm using for the course, and I've gone to FileZilla and I clicked download and I chose the free version, and now I'm setting it up. No, don't really want Bing for my search engine, but thank you. No, I certainly don't want McAfee on my computer, but thank you. Alright, let's start up FileZilla. Alright, I'm going to stop recording for a little while and do my setup in here with my passwords and username and so forth. I don't want out there on video. And then we'll continue when I'm ready to upload to my site. Okay, let's take a look at FileZilla. I went ahead and logged in. And on this side, you can see my computer's SSD. And over here, you can see the website. Okay. Alright, there's the public HTML folder. And there's the one for this. Alright. Okay, so there's the folder for this website. Now I had set the index just to be the last assignment. I think I want to rename that. We'll call it quiz. Okay. The next assignment will be the home page, the portfolio. So for now, I'm just not going to have an index page on the site until I get that set up. Now my folder's on the desktop, and there's drag. And we have it here. Take a look inside. And there are the files. Just what I need. Okay, so I've uploaded it to my website. Now let's take a look and figure out what path we're going to have to use to get there. So instruisto.net, which by the way is Esperanto for teacher. And now we have nothing. So let's put in /drag. And we have our directory. Then inside there, we have the HTML file. And now we have a link which contains instruisto.net /drag and /drag.html. And that'll look a lot better once I get the portfolio homepage put in, but that's the next project I have to do this weekend. Let's test it out, make sure it all runs. Try a wrong one just to check for that. Yep, it highlights it incorrect. And there we go. And Spain. Egypt, Chile, Canada, Germany, Brazil, Italy, Bolivia, Greece, scientific research only, Tanzania, and Argentina. Alright, quiz done. And that's a wrap on this project. It was fun and interesting. I enjoyed learning the CSS and seeing how I could edit that. Composer and Visual Studio both had their advantages in editing the CSS. I think I like the Visual Studio a little bit better though, because I love the color selector. That's just super convenient. And it's not that hard to switch back and forth between the browser and the software, even though there's a little bit of an advantage for Composer. But Composer is free, and it's also on Mac and Linux, so that would be an advantage working to that, since it's sometimes on the Mac, and that would put you on the same platform either way. So, fun project, enjoyed it, looking forward to the next one, when I get a nice homepage set up for this new website that I'm creating as a portfolio. Alright, until then, bye.